I think Pepsi Longneck would be my porn name.
Hell yeah, bro.
Pepsi Longneck in. Don't put it in my mouth.
Okay, it's off now.
All right.
You ready to get started?
Let's get started, Betty.
Let's get started, Betty.
Get started, Betty.
Welcome back to Clam Cakes. I'm your host, Jared, and I'm not alone.
It's me.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm back. You know, I was in California. Now I'm back, and we're back.
Dude, people were like really asking about you. And by people, I mean like 2-3 people. But when
If there were only 6 people, that's half the people.
Mm-hmm. And when I posted it on Facebook, everyone's like, yeah, just back.
Yeah, D-Mitch hit me up. He's like, are you good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. I saw that you weren't doing the podcast and want to make sure you were alive.
Dude, that's crazy. People are listening to it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How was Cali, though?
Cali was good. It was good because I had to move out my old apartment. I helped my ex move all the shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Still in love with her. And yeah. And it was cool. It was such nice weather, dude. We went on walks every day. We went through Beverly Hills. It was beautiful. It was like so nice. The grass is always greener on the other side, though. I'm like, dude, I can't wait to get back home. Like, I'm bored. And then I get back here, and I'm like, I just fucking wish this plane would crash.
Dude.
I wish we would take off again and just do a barrel roll.
You looked so happy in California.
I was,
yeah, we're walking
I was like walking around. I was like
do,
sunny. I had color. You're like, your face looks thinner. I'm like,
You literally picked an orange off of a tree.
I know.
And ate it like, that'll be in me.
and then you come back here, and it's like
Oh, it's freezing.
fucking fentanyl, Rhode Island.
It's fucking depressing, too. And everything's gray. The
I
people
know.
are gray because they're on fentanyl.
Yes. And then I woke up today. I was like, oh my God, it's so nice out. My mom was like, it's 7.
Yeah, psych.
Like 7 what, a.m.? She's like, degrees. But it feels like -2.
Yeah, you look outside, you're like, oh, beautiful
It's
sunny
so
day. And then you
crisp.
step outside and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's like biting into an apple made of ice.
Oh, I just felt that on my
Yeah.
teeth.
You're like, that's...
How are you feeling really, though? You still feel good?
Yeah, I feel good. I stopped, I was drinking every single day. Not there. Like
Okay.
here, I was drinking. I was smoking cigarettes like a motherfucker. And I go to California, and I stopped smoking cigarettes for like 4 days. And I'm like, I can breathe. I could breathe like 100% better.
That's crazy because the air quality there is
Doesn't
100%
matter.
worse.
I mean, it's, dude, like the cigarettes were fucking killing me. And then like the liquor was making you sad, and it was making you bloated. And I was always like, dude, I gotta drink more kombucha. No.
with a bunch of vinegar. And
Yeah, like,
yeah.
no, the kombucha is like, yeah, that helps, but like,
I feel like that would make you feel more bloated.
no, it's like stop drinking liquor every day.
Oh yeah. That's the real issue.
And
Yeah.
I feel like when you mix liquor and wine at the same time all the time, it's like 2 different like processes in your body.
Because even just drinking wine is like, and was it red wine?
Of course.
Ugh, it's the next day you have green to black poops.
Oh my
and
God,
it's
the
just
poop,
like,
dude.
ugh.
Have you ever seen that movie Nemo? It's
Not
like,
Finding
no,
Nemo?
it's like about this little kid who lives in a castle, and like his dad is the king, and there's just like his dad is the king, and there's like this black goo that they keep locked behind a door. If anyone has seen it, you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. And I just remember like very viscerally this like scene where he accidentally unlocks the door, and it's like this black gunk. That's
sounds
my
like a cool-
asshole.
that's-
It's a good, yeah. It's a
That
good-
whole movie's a metaphor for Joe's
that movie
asshole.
and that movie about the toaster.
Brave Little Toaster.
That's also about my asshole. Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Hot. It's like an oven down there, dude.
Gross.
That's how I make paninis. I just sit on them. I just sit on a sandwich.
But then they're covered in black goop, so you can't really eat them.
Onward. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I feel good. I feel like, yeah, so much better.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
physically.
good. Yeah, it was just, while you were gone, it was terrible here. And I've been like, just going through it. I don't know why. I don't know
Me
if
neither.
it's this pandemic, Like, even I said, oh, I'm going through a quarter life crisis, and you're like, buddy, you're 30. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how long you're
I am 30.
It's funny, in the future, 40-year-old people are going to be going through quarter life crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
Living in their 100-year-old mom's basement. Like, you got to get a job.
God, but yeah, it's like, it's driving me crazy. Like, I'm overthinking everything. Yeah. I'm like, I'll have 2 beers, and I'm like, why am I drinking this beer? Like, I don't need this beer right now. But then I'm like, yeah, but it's only 2 beers. People are having more, people have bigger problems than that. And then I'm like, live your life.
You can't do that, though.
And I'm like,
you can't compare your struggles. You know what I mean?
No, I know. But I feel like I've been trying to hold myself to such a high standard.
I think it's because you've never been at a low standard.
Maybe I felt like genuine depression for the first time.
Yeah, good.
Like last week. And I was like, this fucking sucks, dude, huh?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, everything is good, but I still feel bad.
Yeah, really. I was like, dude, I was trying so hard that day. I was like, let me play the guitar. I played a little video games. I tried making music, and I was like, why am I doing this? I hate this. I want to just go to bed.
It's because forward momentum is such a big part of the human condition. It's like we are inclined to move forward in all aspects of our life, I feel. And stagnation is very against who we are as a people.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
I guess your goals are now more long term because you already got a job, so it's like, I guess, promotions and stuff would be.
Yeah, but I don't think we're made to live long term like that, you know? So like, yeah, I have long term goals, but the human condition is not like, we think very short term.
Absolutely. That's because of we're probably the only organism that consciously affects a part of existence where we won't be there anymore. We affect change past our lifespans, but we can't understand because we don't live long enough, like, the real effects of that. But I feel like as like shit is changing, people are living longer, the internet and stuff, it's like you find yourself as a 30-year-old still thinking like a 20-year-old. And and it's like, it's such a change from like my mom was like, yeah, I remember like my dad died when I was 4 and I went to California and got a job as a secretary.
Yeah, right.
My uncle's like, oh, I couldn't go into the army because I have flat feet, so I just started building cars when I was 6. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like 28, like, I haven't done heroin in a while.
Yeah, but the world has completely changed. Like, I love when they're like, back in my day, I paid for my school. I paid my way through college. Yeah, because college was $100.
College was $100, and you got $200 from going to Vietnam.
Yeah, so boom, you're covered.
Dude.
And you got
also
extra.
have PTSD.
Yeah, you do.
And you drink a lot. So I don't know. And I'm pretty sure 90% of you guys have hepatitis B. So
yeah, they do.
Why don't you fucking, I don't know what's going on down there.
Fuck the boomers.
Boomers, dude. But seriously, thanks, Mom, for letting me live with you right now.
Aww.
Yeah.
Now, that's got to be the last reference to your mom because
it is. You're right. Why do I do it so much? Because I see her too much, dude. I hate it.
No.
I hate it.
I don't know.
I walked in the house and I was like, I hate it here. I hate it. Look how fucking low the ceilings are. We're sitting in the parlor. This is the last one. My mom goes, it's quiet. And she goes,
I like how you say parlor, by the way.
I did say parlor.
You say parlor.
Oh, my God. I say parlor and carriage for shopping cart.
Get a carriage. Yeah, I'll say carriage. Yeah. Parlor. Yeah, that my parents say parlor.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you say gravy instead of sauce?
I say sauce, but I think gravy.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. It's not gravy. Gravy's brown. Mm-hmm. Unless you live in like 100 square mile area of the U.S. Fucking New England Italians are not. They're fucking. They take the vowels out.
They make up words.
Hey, spaghetti. No, that's not right.
Spaghetti.
I gotta put my coat on.
Yeah, and they say like Mitigan. I don't think that's how you say American in Italian. Mitigan. Look at this Mitigan. And do you know Hamburg is not a thing? Yeah. Joe's putting his
hamburger.
It's ground beef. Hamburg is not.
I know. See it. I get it. Though.
I don't really.
Well, because hamburger, it's like old.
Yeah, but it's not a that would be a patty.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't make sense, but I'm saying colloquially, I understand what it means.
Okay. But you were saying about something you said in your parlor.
Yeah. So we're sitting there, and she's like, it's like quiet, and she like looks at me. She's like, "You've lived in this basement for like 20 years of your life." I'm just like,
thank you, Mom.
I just jumped right out the fucking window.
God.
Can you take the recycling out? she'll make me take out the recycling when there's one can. And I say, it's 4 degrees out. She's like, I don't like messes. And she waters this pot of dirt because she thinks it's going to...
Dude.
Everything is a microcosm. Everything is just... And it's like...
Well, because she's retired, right?
She is retarded, dude. I don't fucking... No, she's not. Love you, Mom. But yeah, that's what it is.
Because that's why you have nothing...
I feel like we're all retired.
Kind of, yeah. Is this what this is what I have to look forward to and what I'm feeling now?
It's like... I mean, I've still been able to go places, but like... I lived in West Hollywood, like right in the middle of everything. Dead. It's like... It looks like a fucking ghost town, dude. Like, everything is empty. They don't allow you to even eat outside anymore. And it's like...
That's crazy. I was talking to Sam about this. Like, I forgot you can do things. Like, I totally forgot. Like, let's say one day I'm bored. I could shoot hoops. I could play basketball. I go to the gym. There used to be things we could do.
That's the only positive. I mean, not the only one, but like it's so nice in California that like, and because of where we live, like if you walk a mile, you're in a neighborhood with $5 million houses. So it's so pretty.
Yeah, you can go hiking and stuff.
And like physically, there's things that you strive for everywhere. It's like, oh, I would like that. I would like that. Oh, I'd like this. You see people like driving nice cars. Oh, I'd like that. You see people, I don't know, with like white wives or something. You know, oh, I'd like that. You know what I mean? Something cool. And like here, you come here and it's like, oh, look at that homeless statue. Oh, no, that's a frozen human.
Well, you got a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, but they're not frozen, dude.
That's true. They're melted, so you don't really see them.
Exactly. They're melted to the ground.
You just see bones.
Then they scrape them up and smoke them out of foil. Fucking yuck, dude. But it's like, so at least you get to see stuff. I was telling someone like, I was gonna say my mom, but I'm gonna pretend it was someone else. I was telling
someone who gave birth to me,
Mark, that it's like just depressing. Like you look around and there's nothing that I aspire to be around here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to get motivated over here.
It's tough to because I mean, dude, like I just drove like the 10th time across country. I've like been a bunch of places, and I'm just like.
And I feel like Rhode Island's unique in that everyone is so complacent where they are. Like the generations and generations have been living in the same houses.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a grab bag of like geological aspects. You know, like you have the water, you got like
great food.
We have great food. You got the water. You got a city. You can go to. You can have a farm 10 minutes away from Providence. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of cool like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's a tiny, it's small.
I will say, though, when I came back from Cali, I was like, oh, Providence is right there. That's nice. I can go to everything.
I could see it from my
Literally,
house.
You could see it.
On door. You could just see it, yeah. And in L.A., when we were driving to the airport, I literally was like, what is that city? Like, what is that? Like, if you look like, I mean, of L.A. proper, like, downtown is huge, but, like, then there's Westwood, which looks just as big as Providence, if not bigger. There's, like, La Quinta Heights, which is just
Westwood.
as big. Yeah. Ladera Heights. Westwood is the opposite of that, though. Westwood's more like... Westwood's more like... Mochi Bites.
Wait.
Sun Hat.
Isn't it Maki?
No way, is it?
I think it's Maki. That sounds bad as I'm saying. No, what Mocha?
That's mocha.
You're talking about like the little treats.
Squeezies. Chunkos.
They're Chunkos. I think they're called circle Chunkos.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta say, if I'm gonna take advice from someone about class, it's probably not gonna be Jared Joseph.
Why not? I'm wearing glasses, dude.
Shit. He is wearing glasses. And you know what? I retract my prev.
My prev.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard someone say trust and it was like an old movie, and I was like, oh, it's a trust.
Trust.
Joe says trust.
Yeah, I say y'all too.
You know what's funny? I only type y'all. And for some reason, I don't really say it.
Well, because, I mean, who types you all? A serial killer?
Yeah, a fucking murderer.
Like, I'll kill you all.
Yeah. Because you can't say I'll kill y'all.
I'll kill y'all.
I'll kill y'all.
I'll kill y'all. That's like you're about to go do a concert. How are you going to do? I'll kill y'all.
I'll kill y'all.
How have you been, aside from the... Anything new? Oh, what about your...
Yeah, we had a foster... We had a foster cat for a couple days, and at first it wasn't too bad because she was kind of just chilling, and then I think she started to lose her mind because she would just walk around and meow. And I think there was something wrong with her. She'd go to drink, but she'd put her whole face in the bowl and not get any water, but it was all over her, and it would drip all on the floor. And we had to give her an IV every day. Which
wait, what? Did she have the port already? The thing in it, and you just had to.
No,
you had to find a cat vein.
No, you don't do that. You pick their scruff up and you put the needle in at the bottom of their scruff. So Sam said she knew how to do it.
Okay.
And then the first night we're doing it, she put it in and it came out the other side. Because this cat was skin and bones.
You pierced your cat's neck.
Dude, it was so stressful because, like, we felt so bad for this cat, but at the same time, it's like, dude, it's already dead. Like, I would come down in the morning and I'd kind of want it to be dead.
So you wished death upon a living organism, and then what happened?
And then it did die.
Wow.
Well, because I would kind of nudge. I'd be like, Sam, what kind of quality of life is this thing living over here?
Let me kill it.
Let me fucking kill it. Take
no, let me kill it.
Well, yes.
Is that when people ask you, like, what superhero would you have? Is that, like, just the only one? Like, what 3 superheroes do you just say the ability to, instill death upon people?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a good way to start, though, cats.
Yeah, but, yeah, so the IV, it was way too fucking much. And then...
Like much?
No, we didn't have to pay for any of it. But the cat was obsessed with sleeping in the shower, and I think...
Yeah. With it on?
No, not with it on. I think it was trying to find somewhere to die.
Yeah, cats go, and animals go alone.
Like, I wanted it to die, but I didn't want to find it dead.
That's how I want to die. Like, when I'm getting really old, just let me out of the hospital, I'll walk into the woods.
Just...
Yeah, that's it.
Did I ever tell you...
I've already dug my grave.
Are you going to be able to find it?
Yeah. So that's why I dig multiple graves. I got graves
just holes.
Reserved.
But did I ever tell you like the little story of when my dog died?
No.
So my mom came home and I guess the dog was just dead in the facing the heater, and my mom sent me a fucking picture of it. And she's like, this is how I found Lacey. I'm like, great. Oh, good. And so, like, my mom wouldn't go in the house naturally. And she was probably outside screaming. You know my mom.
Yeah.
And then my dad came home and
Your mom is like a guy on Maury who finds out he's not the father. Yeah. Anytime something happens.
If she sees one pigeon...
Oh my God! Yeah, she's scared of birds.
Oh, dude, in Vegas, like, it was so embarrassing. She would scream, and like the whole strip would stop and stare at her. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's just birds. She's scared of birds. It's okay.
It's just birds.
But yeah, so my dad had to carry the dog out, and he put her in a trash bag. Yeah. So he's like trying to lug the thing in the car. He probably looked like he killed a child. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
I mean, it's tough because, like, if you bury your animal...
I would just bury it.
All right. When I was... all right, this is going to be a little serial killery. I told you when I killed my fish.
I don't think so.
When I was, 6, the first pet I got was Japanese Siamese fighting fish. Or whatever, Japanese fighting fish. You know? And, you can't have 2 of them in the same bowl. His name was Aqua, but my mom wanted him to have a friend. So I had him for, a year.
What was his friend's name?
So I come home one day, and in the bowl, there's a white fish. My mom's like, his name is Blanco. Oh, okay. And I was like, I'm only 5, but you're not creative. So
how'd you come up with Aqua and Blanco?
Yeah, I know, right? Water white. So I'm looking at the fish, and I had one of those when little kids are really crazy and they get another sibling. And they're like, I want it, and then I end up killing it or something. Uh-huh. So I saw the fish, and I'm like, I put the pellets in, and I look, and Aqua's swimming, and then Blanco goes up and goes, ooh, and he's eating all the food, and I'm like, you're eating Aqua's food. So I'm standing there in my underwear, and I look at him, and I go, and I grab Blanco, and I look at him, and I go, and I'm squeezing him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and I just am squeezing him, and then he goes. And the side of him goes, and all his guts come out. And I go, oh! And I freaked out.
Okay,
all
right.
Freaked out. So I start crying. And I have the dead fish in my hand, but I don't think he's dead yet. So I'm like, ah! So I run in my backyard in my underwear, and I just dig a hole with my hand Yeah, like, and I throw it in and I bury it. I'm like, okay, good. And that's like
you go in, you have a glass of wine. It's like
yeah, I'm all drunk. I'm like, so that happened and it was fine. Well, I mean, I actually don't.
I gotta say though, the fact that you freaked out after you did it, I was gonna say, yeah, no, you're a psychopath. But
the last time I freaked out after that.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I got real used to it.
I like how you got in that position too. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something, dude. After 2 fish, everything's a fish. I mean, we're all fish. I'll tell you that. So like a year later, my mom got me another pet. I think Aqua died too. It was a hermit crab. So I'm like stepping up in pets, right? So hermit crab is like more.
You think a hermit crab is above a fish?
I think it's more complicated.
I don't know. I would think it would go. I feel like ants, hermit crab.
Oh yeah, because you have
like an ant farm. Yeah. Ants, hermit crab, fish.
Ants, cats, dogs, bears,
birds.
Birds. Birds aren't even real. You can do whatever you want to a bird. There's gonna be 1,000 more.
Totally.
So I get the hermit crab. And have you ever seen a hermit crab die?
No.
So when a hermit crab dies, it crawls out of its shell, and it looks like a brain spider. Ew. Like it looks like a brain. So I look at it as fucking disgusting. I'm like, this is horrible. I never want to pet again. I'm crying again. I'm like, I don't like all these feelings. So we put it in. I can't believe it's not butter tin, and we bury it. This one was.
I thought you were gonna say you just put it in the butter.
I just stuck a dead hermit crab in the butter, and we ate it. Put that buttered crab. That's pretty good. So I bury it, and I can't believe it's not butter tin. And the next day, a squirrel digs it up, and he couldn't get the tin open. So it's there. I come out in the backyard, and it's out. So I start crying again. So I'm digging a hole, and I bury it again. Dude, this happened 3 times.
That's kind of freaky, though. I'd be like, is this thing alive?
It happened. No, like I thought something dug it up. My uncle's like, yeah, something dug it up. He's like, you're a kid. That doesn't matter. 3 times it happened, and finally he got the tin open, and he ate it, and there was like the shell everywhere. Dude, it was. I never got a pet again.
Jeez.
It's fucking gross.
I used to get like geckos all the time. Like they're like $5 each from Petco, and their tails are supposed to grow back, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's a very general statement that would cause a kid to cut its tail off.
I didn't cut its tail off, but I pick it up, the tail would fall off, and then it'd be dead the next day. I'm like, dude, this is bullshit.
How many geckos did you go through?
I probably had 3.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know what's worse, that like you or like your parents kept buying you geckos. This one's going to be it.
I think I like won one, because remember you could win like goldfish and stuff at fairs. Yeah. I think I won one. And that one died, and I was like, "Well, that was a carnival gecko. Of course, that's gonna
a carnival gecko."
Then I got another one from the pet store, and it died immediately. I was like, "Well, that was a fluke."
They probably bought those from the carnival.
Yeah. So let me get a third one.
Let me go to a pet store that's nowhere near a carnival.
Yeah. There were no carnivals in sight. Yeah, I picked it up by the tail. I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be dope. I can watch the tail grow back." And it fucking died. Geckos are bullshit.
What else?
Also, on digging up things. So like me, Rich, and Colette were like best friends when we were younger, and we made like a time capsule thing, and we were like I forgot what we put in basketball cards and stuff, and we're like, we're gonna dig this up when we're 18, and like 2 hours later,
no, dude, those babasketball cards aren't worth.
It would have been cool. We had some cool stuff in there, and then like 2 hours later, we're like, you want to dig it up? Yeah, and we're like, oh, remember this? Remember this basketball card?
I made a time capsule of my uncle's. He had this like weird I don't even know what it was, dude. It was like this. It looked like a metal toilet seat in the ground that had it looked like a bucket in the ground with a metal metal container outside.
Dude, your uncle,
in the
there's
ground.
Probably hundreds of those.
I don't even know what it was, but he was like, I can't have it as an open hole, so we're gonna fill it with concrete. You want to put a time capsule in there? So it's in there.
Oh, it's
covered
still in
in concrete from 2000 with 3 pennies.
That's cool.
I have no idea what the fuck is in there, dude.
That's cool. No. I feel like that's a cool thing like you should do with your kids.
Yeah, time capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the funniest thing is like when you get divorced and the kids don't talk to you anymore and you're just like smoking, drinking, staring at this like hole in the ground.
Like this kid fucking ruined our marriage.
So I remember one time, speaking of digging things up, because I got there's a lot of them. I told you this one when I was about the dead birds.
No.
So there was a birdhouse. I built a little birdhouse in my front yard. And I guess, well, whatever. So I had a birdhouse in my front yard. So I'm going to work one day, and I get out to, like, check my car for something, like 10 minutes before I go to work. and there's a dead bird on the ground, a little baby bird.
Okay, so you're older. Because you're driving.
Yeah, I'm like 17, 18.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a baby bird on the ground. So I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And it's just like dead. So I dig a hole in my front yard.
I think you did tell me.
I dug a hole in my front yard and I made a cross with clothespins. Mm-hmm. And I put it there. Dude, I go inside, come back 2 minutes later, like to get something else. There's another dead bird in the same spot. Oh my God. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, is this a prank?
Yeah,
it's someone messing with me? Yeah. I think it's funny. I'm like, who's doing this? Who's throwing dead birds at me?
You probably looked like a psychopath then. Who's killing all these dead birds?
Oh, I don't know who's killing all these birds. Crunch, crunch. So I bury that again. I make another cross. There's 2 tiny bird graves in my front yard. Okay. 3 minutes later, there's another dead bird.
No.
I'm not joking.
Is this directly under a tree?
Directly under the birdhouse. So after the third one, I'm like, I think someone else moved into the birdhouse, and this bird is throwing out the dead birds that were already in there because they died. I think maybe the mother left or something. I think it was just like 4 dead birds in there.
3. So a squirrel's like trying to get in there and he's like, get these fucking dead birds out.
I think because I would have seen a squirrel tail or like
that's true.
I think it was like a little bird or something. 5 minutes later, there's another dead bird. There's 4 altogether, 4 dead birds. So I make 4 tiny graves in the front yard. There's 4 little crosses. So I go to.
It's like fucking Arlington Cemetery. Is that what that is?
Yeah, like all the
people
like,
are coming all the birds are coming to pay their respects.
Tweet.
Press X to pay respect. Did you ever see that?
No.
It's like in a Call of Duty game. It's like press X to pay respect. So people always make memes of it.
Okay. This is a meme. You've just been memed.
Make a meme out of this. When you
when you find 4 dead birds. So there's 4 bird graves. So I go to work. I literally forget about it in 10 minutes. Okay. I'm like, I completely...
That probably would have stuck with me.
Didn't stick with me. So when I get home from work, my mom is like, approaches me like trepidatiously. I swear to God. She's like, because she knows who I am. So she's like, hey, did you kill a bunch of birds today? I swear to God. She's like, her like little feet, no big deal, but
it's okay if you did.
Did you kill 4 birds? I go, what? I go, oh.
Yeah, no.
She's like, no, the first thing she said was, what are those graves in the front yard? And then I told her birds.
Yeah.
And she's like, did you kill the birds? I was like, no, they just like... And then I'm like explaining the story. And I'm like, oh my God, it sounds like I killed these fucking birds.
No, they just died.
They kept outside and they were like falling out of...
It was crazy.
I don't know, dude. I think someone didn't want them. Someone brought them here.
Yeah, they abandoned them.
They fell from a stork, a bag.
Did you ever like actually figure out what was kicking them out?
I think that's what it was because they were right under the bird. Mm-hmm. It was 4 dead birds. Dude, it was like... It was like
how little were they? Like tiny,
probably about as big as Dwight's head.
Oh, so
maybe they were just birds.
Yeah,
they were ravens. They were albatrosses.
I was thinking like little, like they're still like translucent.
Nah, because I squeezed one of them.
No,
and I remember I could fit it in my hand. I went.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, just to see what it was like.
You know? That's fair.
You never try to rip the head off a dead bird?
No.
Oh,
I would cut like worms in half, and I'd be like, "Oh, look how cool!"
God, you like stuff growing back. That's what you like.
Whoa, yeah, I like rising up like a phoenix. Yeah. Okay, but I also used to.
It's almost like if a phoenix died and then like another bird like came out of its mouth. Like
he's like. But I also used to take the legs off of Daddy Longlegs, and then. They would just be dead.
Yeah, that's funny because it's just a ball. It's alive.
Yeah,
that's
I'd be like, yeah, and I wouldn't feel bad about that.
I think that they're daddy long legs.
I think maybe it was still like was just an insect. So I don't.
How long do we test lipstick on pigs? I mean, right?
They probably look so pretty though.
Oh my God, dude! They go back. Have you seen Paula?
The painted toes too.
A little.
But
no, they all died.
Yeah, whatever. We used to actually like, wow, I have a lot of burying animal stories too. We used to like get excited when we found dead animals because we would like, make a thing for them. And I'm not too sure why my parents let us do it because we'd be like, look at this squirrel. We're going to bury it. There's probably like 15 dead animals buried in my backyard. that's got to be the last.
I think that's it.
That's gotta be it.
I mean, I don't, because it got to a point where I would just stop burying them. I would just throw them. Out of sight, out of mind, baby.
You know, I do remember my parents saying, don't touch me, you might get rabies. And, it's funny. The cat I was fostering scratched me. And the vet's like, well, I think this cat has rabies.
Why? Because its
said because it was low, because its body temperature was low. Yeah. Well, probably because it was 18 and weighed 4 pounds and had
cold out.
And it was cold out, and it had little shave spots.
Yeah, that cat looked fucked up.
It was when because the only fosters we've had before that were kittens. When this thing came in, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And it had like an old dirty blanket on it because it was cold. It was disgusting, and I wanted it. I just wanted it out. I wanted to get the fuck out.
Get out of here.
I was so happy.
I had my ex with the cats. There was she had a really old one. And there was this one, it's fucked up, but I thought it was funny. It's really old and blind and deaf and shit. And it's I'm sitting on the couch and I see it trying to jump on a chair. So it gets up and it goes. It just falls backwards, dude. And I'm like, so I tell her, I'm like, dude, you should have seen it. And she's like, he's dying. That's what I'm like, well. Stop saving him.
A fucking idiot.
Fucking guy.
I will say this cat jumped up on here. It jumped up on the bar.
Okay.
But I still wanted it dead. Yeah.
So, 2 jumps. Pretty good.
It had 2 jumps left.
That's all it had. Well, you better use these wisely.
Man, I've been feeling I don't know. I feel like maybe my past self wouldn't have been like that. I just wanted the thing dead.
It's not your past self. I mean, your past self is someone who has not developed. When I was 3, I'm sure I was way nicer to people.
I read a podcast about that. I saw a podcast, heard a podcast, listened to a podcast. And they were
we're doing it right now. Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Where am I? I've been doing that too. I can't get words out. Yeah. I have rabies. That's what it is. I have fucking rabies.
Shit. Fucking, I let you bite me this morning.
Oh, I don't want water. Oh, I'm so scared of water. I don't think that's a true thing.
Is that real?
Well, they say that. They say that they're scared of water, but I immediately looked up symptoms, and none of them were being afraid of water. And, once you have symptoms, it's 100% you're going to die.
No.
Yeah, look it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but only 2 people in the U.S. die from rabies every year.
Well, you better check the numbers. There's already 1.
Yeah, I could be next. Yeah. And there hasn't been a death. No, a person hasn't gotten rabies from a cat in 40 years.
Wow, good guess.
Now shut up. That's either a good sign or a sign that we're overdue.
It's the same thing where Yellowstone, man, this shit hasn't erupted in 500 years.
Oh, shit. Dude, if I die of rabies, that's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
You gotta,
so random.
It's so fucking random.
Jared died of rabies.
Remember? Yeah, how's Jared doing? Oh, he died of rabies.
What?
Yeah, he was trying to be nice and fostered a cat, and it got him.
Sam would probably feel guilty.
Yeah,
or she wouldn't. She would just bury herself in the cats.
In the cats? Oh, just get a bunch of cats.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta watch.
You won't hurt me.
You gotta watch Animal Hoarders. Oh my God.
Dude, it makes me feel disgusting.
Shit.
Just say your mom.
My mom says the same thing. I'm like, you gotta watch Hoarders. She's like, I don't want to watch that. It's depressing. In the same breath, she goes, do you want to go to Krakow with me next year?
Krakow?
Krakow is the closest place in Poland that you can fly to Auschwitz. Because my mom loves Auschwitz.
Dude, my mom likes Hitler stuff too. You know what's funny? She said she's always said she likes Hitler stuff. I've never seen her watch anything about Hitler or read anything about
Maybe she's just racist.
Yeah, I think that.
I like Hitler.
She's like, no, well, I don't like Hitler. I like the ideas that he had.
I like his mindset, his mustache.
All right.
Oh my God.
Now we're back on track.
Minecraft.
We gotta just tell the story. So, the audio cut out while we were talking about.
Jared had a really good joke. He had a really good joke.
The audio cut out while we were talking about my mom liking Hitler. And I said something about.
I said mine. We said, what's that? Mine. And I said Minecraft.
And I go, yo, Minecraft. Imagine you look at a top-down view of Minecraft, and the world's just a big swastika.
So I was gonna set him up for that, but instead I just said Minecraft swastika because I panicked.
God, that was so good too.
Yeah, it's all right. I think it's still good.
Yeah, clip it.
But yeah, Animal Hoarders, dude.
Ugh.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you one episode about Hoarders. Okay, so it's like because Liza and I were at the thing and we're just like nothing else to do, so we ran through shows. So we were watching Peaky Blinders, and we finished an episode, and she's like, "You want to try the Queen's Gambit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can watch one."
It's pretty good.
7 hours later, done. And at the end of it, I was like, I don't understand why I liked that movie. I didn't like anything about it, but I loved the movie, and I've never felt more sexually aroused by chess.
The show.
Yeah, Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, you kept saying movie.
It's a movie. It's 7 small movies. It's a trilogy times 1 1/3. Okay. But anyway, so one of the things we were running through is Hoarders. So there's this. First of all, every episode of Hoarders is fucking insane and horrible, but it's crazy because like these people are drug addicts, but their drug is trash.
Ugh.
So they had this lady, and they're all built like, you know how they do like they'll do like what gamers are gonna look like in the future, or what people are gonna look, and they do like that weird like view of a person. They'll say what we look like because we always look on our phones and all hunched. That's what they look like, dude. Ugh. Have you ever seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yep.
You know the big guys with the little arms?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've read most of those books too.
There's more than one. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So anyway, she looks like a fucking snowman. They all do. So one of the episodes, this lady, let's call her Clara.
That sounds probably right. Yeah.
Actually, it was something like that. She lived in the house with her mother. Her mother was also a hoarder. So they come in the house, and the one thing that they can't show you in the show is what it smells like. So I
think you probably get it.
I can't imagine what the fuck these places smell. So they walk in, and apparently her mother, during the end of her life, took it upon herself to poop and pee in 2-liter bottles.
Oh, you were telling me about that. Oh.
And just think of the nozzle of a bottle. You have to like push it in or something, or like a funnel.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm saying. Think of the logistics of pooping in a Coke can.
There has to be shit all over the floor too.
So, there's shit everywhere. There's shit and piss everywhere. So the guy comes in. It's so funny. The guy's
you know what? I feel like the camera's gonna keep shaking.
What am I touching?
The table.
Am I?
No. Well, whatever.
Dude,
we'll have shaky footage,
dude.
It's
shaky cam.
It's okay. Shaky cam. We have someone holding my phone.
Cloverfield.
I've never seen that.
You're not missing anything.
Okay. Isn't it like Godzilla, but you just don't see it?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's if you never saw Godzilla, but it was Godzilla.
Yeah, I saw
Godzilla
the South
from
Park.
the worst point of view ever. It's like some guy going, "What? Where was it? It was."
I've seen the South Park.
Yeah, that's literally.
So startled. I'm so startled.
So this lady, Clara, she has all the shit in her house, and the guy comes in, like the professional organizer, and he's like, "Do you smell that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I think it's." And he's like, "Do you know what the smell is?" She's like, "Yeah, I think it's due because of like all the mold and the dust getting kicked up." He goes, "No, it's the feces and urine."
It's the fucking shit and piss.
Her face is like, "Well, are you sure?" And he's like, "Did you not know that?" And he's like, "Well," she's like, "I could have sworn there was mold and dust." He's like, "No, there is mold. And dust,
No, yeah,
but
there's
it's
definitely
nothing
mold."
compared to the feces and urine smell." He's like, "It smells like a toilet in here." So there's shit everywhere. There's shit and piss everywhere in this house. She's like sleeping on a pile of newspapers or something, and everyone is always like cooking in a paper bowl in like a microwave with like a bunch of old...
every time you touch the table.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, sorry. It's a holiday. You should go. So, so they're cleaning up her house and shit, and like she's clearly like tapped.
Literally the house and shit.
Yes, cleaning up the house and shit. So they're cleaning up the house, and her food is like all over the place. So she has like one specific thing. It was like mixed greens. It was like a salad pack, and she's like, "I'm just gonna eat." She's like, "I understand we're cleaning up, and I'm just gonna eat this, and then we're done." And then he's like, "No, you don't understand. Like, it's contaminated. Like this is
covered in shit.
It's old.
Piss.
It's moldy, and it's covered in shit and piss."
Oh, so she just like she doesn't have a storage spot for her food. She just
she does.
Everywhere.
She has a fridge, which I mean, dude. I mean,
yeah, there's probably shit jugs of shit and piss in there.
Ugh, shitsicles. So they're like, "No, you don't understand." Like, and she's like, "Yeah, you know, like she's getting a little more like testy." She's like, "No, you don't understand.
You don't
I just need to." And they're like, "No, you don't get it." And then she goes, "On intervention before they go to rehab, they have one last hurrah." And you go, "What?" And she goes, "Just let me have one more night." And they're like, "Oh my god, she's addicted to eating shit." And it all came, and they look at each other like,
she's addicted.
She's addicted to shit.
Let me have one last shit.
She's like, on intervention, they get to have one last night. They get to get high one last time. She's like, I want to get high one last time. And they're like, and then they go and they're like, wait a minute.
I'm going to eat shit
like,
one more time.
So they do the ammonia levels. Under 25 is safe. And they do that with cats too, if there's like a lot of animals in there. She had some cats too. Dude, dead cats under the thing. They must
that's not even that's whatever.
She didn't even know she had fucking cats.
Yeah.
So they do it. It's like 98. It's like crazy. And then they're like, you are like hallucinating.
Yeah, probably.
Like there's like, you've been breathing in shit. And methane and ammonia for 20 years.
Dude, if it can eat through the ozone.
Not only did it eat through the ozone, it ate through the best part. My second favorite. My first favorite part is when there's kids and they take the kids away. And I also love when
that.
I love when the state guy comes in and they're just like, you gotta clean it up or you get it. Like they fucking yell at him. Yeah. But my second favorite is when at the end of it, the house is so dirty that they can't save it. So they clean the whole house out. And they look at the floors and they look at the board. The walls are separating because there's so much shit in the house. It's too much weight. So the actual house is like settling. So they're like, you can't live here anymore.
Bye.
It would cost to clean the house. It would cost $150,000, and to raise it to the ground and make a new house would be $145,000.
See, I think that's kind of bullshit because they probably could have checked under the house and looked and been like, yeah,
dude, I'm telling you,
this house.
There's so much shit. They can't see the floors and they can't
but you
see
can
the
go
walls.
under the house.
Well, it's a basement. So they have to go look at I'm saying like to look at the concrete. You can't see it. To look at the support beams, you can't see them. You can't see, and then they finally clear it out, and the guy's digging with the shovel, and the shovel goes through the fucking.
Oh,
dude, I mean, it's fucking horrible. One lady, they were like, "There's a lot of mud in here. There's a lot of mud in here. Why is there so much mud?"
She's a mud hoarder.
No, she was shitting on the floor. It was this grandma. She was tapped. And the mom went to prison, and the kids had to live with the grandma, and the daughter is like, dude, I mean, they look like they just stormed the beach, and like they're like smoking cigarettes next to a tank. They're like, it was hell, war is hell. She's like, so they're looking at the stuff, and they're like, is this mud? And then they look at her, they're like, how long has your toilet not worked? She's like, at least 9 months. And then they go to the daughter, they go, where does she poop? She poops and pees in cups.
So one lady's pooping and peeing
in bottles,
and the other one's pooping and peeing in cups.
In cups. So she's pooping and peeing.
Pooped in a cup.
I pooped, dude. I told that story to Liza, and you're telling the story, and you're like, and then oh no,
what did I do?
I'm different.
I think we've already told that story.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing.
If you haven't heard the poop cup story,
I pooped in a cup, but it was funny because of the size, and it was sticking out. It was like a turd.
Dude, I remember it was very grainy.
Yes.
I remember the texture. It was I think Rich said you did it to him and he just left.
Oh yeah, I said you want some lemonade. He just turned around.
And he just went out.
He's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
I'm done with you, dude.
I'm done with it.
Go kill some more birds. No, I guess I didn't shut that off.
You want to do the thing we do?
Oh, fake ads? An improv game? Yeah, we can do that because I got to tell you, I'm fucking starving.
Are you? All right, we'll end it short. What are we at?
Well, no, we're at 40, 42, 45
That's
minutes.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
So we can go for another.
Let's do a little thing. Now, what are you going to eat?
I don't know. All I have is pasta. Well, because this is what I've fucking been doing.
Subway.
Yeah, we could do that. I've been buying, I plan out my dinners so well, and then I forget about lunch. And then I'm starving, and then I end up getting Subway or eating pasta.
I do base. I do lettuce. I'll just buy a big thing of mixed greens, and I'll do a big thing of chicken. I'll get a rotisserie, break it up. And then if I need to, I just...
That's what I think I can rely on leftovers, but then I just eat it all.
At night, I've been eating cheese sandwiches. And my mom... Forget it. Let's do the improv game.
Forget it. Wait. I feel like I wanted to say something. I don't remember. Actually, I have a question kind of about hoarders. Do you think you would be more freaked out or at the same level of freaked out if you opened someone's fridge and they had a hand in it, or you opened someone's fridge and there was a bunch of shit and piss in jars? I feel like that they're both equally as disturbing.
I would rather see the hand, because at least that's interesting.
Yeah, right.
Because that's like a story that's like ends right in front of your face. I don't care what the reason is.
Yeah, right.
Because the reason for the hand in the fridge could be crazier than the actual hand in the fridge.
Right. Yeah. Or this guy's a murderer.
For shit and piss.
Putting it in a fridge
doesn't matter.
There's no reason.
It's like the reason for like a nuclear holocaust. Doesn't matter. We're already here.
We're already fucking.
It's already horrible.
Oh, did you ever see the meme of the lady from Hoarders? And she's just like laying in shit, and they come in, and she goes, ha ha.
You listen to Fools Gone Wild? Fools Gone Wild?
No.
Dude, I don't. It's so funny. It's like a Cholo Instagram.
Cholo, man.
And he goes, hey, my boy. And he goes, all right, anyway, you want to do the improv game?
We can wrap up, though, talk about, I still got a little juice in me.
What do you want to say? You just said that you didn't know what you wanted to say.
Do you like my shirt? I'm wearing one of those long shirts. Have you seen how long it is?
No, stand up.
I think it's too long.
No, stand up. No, I like it.
You don't think it's too long?
No, I like it.
That's kind of your thing.
Yeah, I'm very loose.
And it covers my tummy.
The better shape I get in, the bigger my clothes I want them
and
to
the
be.
worst shape I get in.
Well, I mean, you look like a blueberry.
Thank you.
You look like Veruca.
Thank you.
Veruca Salt. What's her
Thank
name?
you.
Violet Beauregard.
For being a clam cake.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay. What are we gonna do? Mind melt?
Yeah, mind melt.
All right. God, I have to pee too. Okay, everyone knows mind melt, right? In case you don't, we go 1, 2, 3, and we say a word, and we try to say the same word at the same time. Okay. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sandwich.
Salad. Whoa! That was close.
That was close, dude. You look like The Rock.
Really?
You know, with this turtleneck and the gold chain.
Nice.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Dressing.
Subway.
I was gonna say Subway, and you sprung it on me. You sprung it on me too quick. Wait, hold on. We got dressing and Subway. Oh, fuck. 1, 2, 3.
Italian.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3.
Caprese salad.
That was what I was trying to think of. Fuck, and I said caprese salad and bruschetta. Okay.
I got one.
1, 2, 3.
Mozzarella.
Man, we are just ships in the night. Okay.
I got
1, 2, 3.
Grilled
bread.
cheese.
Man, what?
See, this is what happens with mind melt. You get so close. Yeah.
Okay, so we got grilled cheese and bread. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. Pan. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Pancake. We got it! Wow! Yes. Oh man, that's great.
We got it. That's our "We Got It" song. Let's do one more and see if we can actually get it. Requiem of a Dream kind of has that, not a hoarder, right? But that bitch who just stays in her house and watches TV.
It's his mom, yeah.
Yeah.
She's not really a hoarder because she keeps stealing everything to sell for heroin. All right, fine, one more. 1, 2, 3.
Electronics.
Trash. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Recycle.
VCR. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Plastic. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sticky.
Duct tape.
Oh, why you can't say duct tape? I don't want to do it anymore.
You're doing it too fast. All right. That was a good. This episode flew by. The recorder only shut off once, and we got a good bit out of it after.
I like how when we first started, we're just sitting there, and he's like, "I don't even know how to do any of this.
I don't know how to do none of it." And I just shut it off and turned it back on until it works again.
Classic. That's how Kyle fixed the internet.
Yes, in South Park.
Yep.
Yes. So, wait. Well,
you want to do stuff like what are we gonna do next?
Yeah. So we in the past we were doing episodes every week. That was too much. So we're gonna maybe record every week, but we're gonna release them bi-weekly.
Or maybe every 11 days.
Okay, maybe. I am the one editing. No, because we have to. You can't do it. We got to do it every Wednesday or something.
Yeah, every Wednesday, but not two of them.
Okay.
So what else? So we're back. We're doing some stuff. We're gonna have a guest soon. I think we might have Alex on.
She reached out to us.
We got our friend. She's a tattoo artist. She got tattoos.
She's a witch, dude.
I mean, I think she wears glasses.
But she
does tattoos.
Let's not give too much away.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. Although, I mean, at that point, just fill in the blank, and it's probably gonna be what you think it is.
And if you want to be a guest,
let us know.
Let us know. If you want to comment on YouTube and tell us we suck or something, feel free. Like and subscribe.
We're looking for a specific thing. Like if you have an interest, if you have like a thing you do, even if you don't want to be in the whole podcast, maybe we could do like little segments.
Yeah.
We got fucking this dude. He makes his own cheese. Oh, look at him. What an idiot.
If there's anyone watching this who makes their own cheese.
Yeah. Hit us up, dude. You're an idiot.
And if, just with general comments, leave comments. Let us know what you want us to
how we're doing. We're trying to
talk
get back.
about if there's an interesting topic. Because what I was going to do was when you said you weren't going to do it and I was going to do it by myself, I was going to talk about, I was very sad. I was going to do stories about things that are happening. And I actually have a thing written up about anti-vaxxers and their origin.
Oh, okay, cool.
So maybe sometime we can get into that.
That's actually a good idea because it would help a little more structure. Mm-hmm. So give us some ideas, some topics you want us to talk about. We didn't really talk about shit like the election or
the stock market
storming or the stock market.
Oh shit, yeah, lots happened, huh?
We'll talk about that next time. Let me just tell you this: I made a lot of money and then lost it immediately.
And that's the stock market.
Stonks.
All right, so.
I think that's it. Again, thank you for everyone who is supporting us. And shout out Plainview Shoes.
We actually did do that last time.
We're doing it again.
Shout out Plainview Shoes. Oh.
Wait a minute. I have to do... Oh, I beat you. 168 steps left.
Oh. And if you want to pay us you want to be a sponsor.
Yeah, you don't have to pay us, but I'm saying if you got some cool shit, or you can give us some stuff and then we'll figure it out.
Iggy sponsored us, and we could have clam cakes.
Can I be honest? I hate clam cakes.
I love clam cakes.
I fucking hate them. They're disgusting. I have body dysmorphia. It makes me want to kill myself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Speaking of killing yourself, let us know about any way we can keep doing...
Let us know if you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, we'll do it live here.
We'll do it live.
Live on the podcast. But no... we got to do this, okay? We're doing this because he's having a half-life crisis, and I'm just
quarter.
I mean, dude, I got 1 foot in the grave every fucking day. So this is really good for us, and you come on, we'll make it good for you. It's a really good outlet.
You make it good for us.
We'll make it good for you.
Huh?
I'll go like this. I'll blow on it,
and then I go. Oh, yes.
Yep, that's what he does from the back.
From the back.
Okay, so I guess that's it, and
until next time,
Clam Cakes. Nice.